All right, guys. Social media marketing. I'm not an expert on this, but I do a lot of stuff online. I'm on all the social media things. I'm an admin on 10 different Facebook pages. I've got 5 Instagrams. I've got 2 LinkedIn's, YouTube channels, podcasts, everything. So I'm learning every day about all these things, and social media changes a lot. How many people are promoting Funny for Funds, their branch, on social media actively? How many people are doing it? All right, a few of us. How many people aren't doing it because they don't have enough time to do it? All right, a couple. I'm going to give you a bunch of tips here that will help you have more time to do this. The reason why it's important to do social media marketing, unless you're in the Rhode Island area, you need to brand this company. Funny for Funds is not known outside of Rhode Island. It's not. It's huge in Rhode Island. It's on the outskirts of Rhode Island, Connecticut, Mass. But when you get outside of that, people don't know what Funny for Funds is. So we got to do some branding, and social media marketing is a great way to do that. I've got 3 different ways to go into real quick for you. I think everyone should have a LinkedIn account. How many people are on LinkedIn? If you're not, get on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is like Facebook for business people. There's no bullshit on there. It's entrepreneurs, it's business owners, it's people who want to do business. It's like a networking group on the internet. And it's really easy to use, and it's free, and it's got a lot of exposure right now. Okay? It's not limited to algorithms and stuff like Facebook is right now. So get on LinkedIn, make a make a Funny for Funds account for yourself on LinkedIn. All right? Real simple. You put your picture up there, you put your information on there, your website and everything, and then post things. It's just like Facebook. You post a meme, you post a picture, you post a video, you write a little something, interact with people. The way to get followers on LinkedIn, and this is all in the little packet that I handed out, the best way to get followers on LinkedIn is to first, when you go on there, connect with the people you know. People in your circle, the people you're friends with, everything like that. And then go to their page, look at all the people that they are connected to, and connect with them. And then do it again with those people. And you just keep connecting. There's no limits to that. And you want to focus on the people who are in your area. All right? So if your area, like I'm South Coast, Mass, so I'm not making friends with people in Worcester on LinkedIn, because that's not my territory. So you go to somebody's page, you see who they're with, it tells you exactly where they're from, and then you can follow them. Everyone on LinkedIn is doing business, so they're all business people. So these are the people who are most likely to organize a fundraiser, because that's what they do. They're business people, they're organizers. All right? It's real quick to build up. I've got already over 500 followers on LinkedIn, and I'm really not even putting as much effort into it as I want. All right? Try to put 1 or 2 posts a day up there. It doesn't have to be anything stupid, anything crazy. But everyone in this room is creative, so come up with something. A little something. Put it up on LinkedIn and get some traffic and go through the timeline. Click on other people's stuff, like people's things, make comments. That's how you get a little bit of friction between people, all right? That's how people know that you're actually an active person and you're doing things, all right? So LinkedIn is a good one to do that. The other one to do is Instagram. Instagram is more of just a visual content. It's a great place to put up pictures, videos, stories. So if you're at a show and you do a big check presentation, you take a picture of it, put it on the Instagram account. That's it, boom, all right? Any other pictures you take, behind the scenes stuff, you were at a networking meeting, things like that. Just make it look like you're active, keep the page active, flowing. You want to try and do 2 to 4 posts a day on Instagram. It really doesn't take that much. You take a picture of something, you put it up there. It takes 2 minutes to do it. You can do it from your phone, you can do it while you're waiting in the drive-thru at Dunkin' Donuts, all right? If you want, you can get creative, make funny stuff, make inspirational stuff. People will like those things. They'll like it, they'll comment on it, and then you can open up doors that way with people. To get followers on Instagram, it's a little bit trickier than some of the other social medias. Basically, you're going to want to go and look for people in your community. You can do a search. I'm South Coast, Mass, so I can search New Bedford on Instagram. And the top people who are posting on Instagram in New Bedford are going to show up on that search. Go and friend all of them. Especially if they're very active, especially if they're business people, okay? And then once you have friended them, you can go to their page and look at who they're friends with and start clicking on them. You can look at who's commenting on all of their posts and start connecting with them and build it up. Most people will reciprocate on Instagram. If you follow them, they're gonna follow you back. And it's good to make comments. So if there's a really big person in your area who's very active on social media, put lots of comments on the things that they're posting. Other people from that area are going to see who you are, and they're going to think you're important too, and then they're going to want to follow you. All right? It's real simple things to do. There's things you do when you're on your lunch break. There's things you can do when you're sitting at home watching TV. Everybody's got time to do these things. If you have time to go online and do the 10 artist challenge or post a Baby Yoda meme, you've got time to do this stuff. All right? You've got time to do it. All right? So Instagram, hashtags are important on Instagram. You can post as many as 30 hashtags on Instagram. I suggest you post hashtags that have something to do with what you're there for. So for me, I post hashtag New Bedford, hashtag Fall River, things like that. Putting hashtags of hustling, hashtag of big deal, hashtag of whatever. Those are bullshit. You don't need those. Those are just taking up space and it makes it look like more clutter, you know? So put hashtags on there that are important because people will search hashtags on Instagram. And you'll show up because you hashtagged it. Now, the best place to do a hashtag is not in the description of your post. If you're putting a picture or something up there, put a nice description. Always put a description of what the picture is. But once you post it, go to the first comment right under it and put your hashtags in there. So that way there's less clutter on your picture and in your description from all those hashtags. And it will still work as a hashtag for you. But you can't do more than 30. What I like to do is I've already typed out all my hashtags that I use for every post. I've got them saved in the notes section of my phone, so I can just copy and paste it every time I post something. It saves me a lot of time. All right, so I've got hashtag New Bedford, hashtag Florida, hashtag, Somerset, whatever they are.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Like, if I wanted an Instagram tutorial, because I'm terrible at it, could we make that part of it? Could we post training videos like that on the site before as well?
Yeah, and I'm also willing to sit down with anybody and help them and let them know what I know.
And you can find them on YouTube.
Either, both. Yeah.
Thankfully, it's very
on
easy to
LinkedIn,
pick
you
up
can
on.
search stuff that's relevant.
Once you get to
not
grips with it.
Yeah.
You can, yeah.
People that
Yep.
you want to target.
Yeah, you definitely want to do the same thing on there and search. But a lot of times, if you go through your connections, you're going to connect with people that way.
Just that.
Even quicker, you know? Because I don't know if LinkedIn ranks them kind of like Instagram does. So if I search New Bedford on LinkedIn, I might not get the most popular posting people, you know, the most active people. But on Instagram, you'll see the most active people on there if you search a term, right? And the thing is you want to keep everything in your territory, so that way those are the people you're working with. It doesn't help you if you're, you know, posting on someone's page from California. You're not doing business there. You're doing business in your territory. So if you're doing videos on Instagram, if you want to make a video, you want to post a video, you have a 60-second limit on there until you get to a certain point of followers. But most of us aren't going to get to that point. So all your videos have to be 60 seconds or less on Instagram if you're going to put a video up there. Videos that are shorter will work better. People scroll quickly. People have very little time that they invest on social media, so a quicker video is even better. If you can do something in 10 seconds, you're better than 30. You know, if it's when you're promoting your company. Facebook is the big one, and that's why this one's 2 pages.
For you.
Yep. Okay, cool. This is my Facebook page for Facebook South Coast. Everybody should be on Facebook. Everyone should create their own page, not a group, not a personal page, but a business page. You just go up to the top, click on create, and you'll see page, and you made page, and that's it. You put up a little profile picture, which I use the logo, and then for my banner, I usually update this every couple of weeks of how much money we've raised, and that's it. It's that simple. And
Can you scroll with the using Dave show
Yeah.
some of the content on your page?
Yep.
Everybody should check out his page, how he's doing it, what he's doing.
An hour ago, I posted 3 pictures from this room.
Oh, wow, cool.
Because it shows that we're a business, it shows that we're working hard, it makes us look like we're doing something, all right? This is the winter meetings right here. I mean, it's got 2 likes, it's only been up there for an hour, and it's probably 2 people in the room, who knows? No, it's 2 people, a couple of people that I've networked with, okay? So, all these posts that you're seeing for the most part, except for the ones I posted today, I've scheduled. They were scheduled. I didn't post them live for the most part. You can schedule Facebook posts when you have a Facebook page. You can't do it on your profile, but you can do it on a page, okay? And the way you do that, you have to download a program called Pages Manager. You can download it into your phone, okay? If you're doing this on your laptop or computer, you need to go to Publishing Tools on Facebook. This is how you can schedule things. You create a post just like you normally would, except that it will show you a little message bar on the side, and there's pictures in these forms that I gave you, where it'll ask you when you want to publish it. You can publish now, or you can schedule it. If you click schedule, it'll give you a calendar and a time, and you can pick the date and the time that you want your post to go up there. So basically, you can schedule dozens of posts all in one sitting and have them show up for days, weeks, months at a time. And that's what I do. Every Sunday night, I spend an hour while I'm sitting in bed watching TV, and I just put up memes and schedule them to post.
The one tricky part with that is if something drastic happens in the world, whether it's a school shooting or whatever,
Yeah.
you got to make sure that your scheduled post doesn't. No, I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. You want to make sure your scheduled post isn't like, yay, we did this, we sold this much money right after.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean? So
That's a good point.
just be.
Keep track.
That's a good point in general for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that does come up, you can go back in here, and it's easier on your phone than it is on the computer, but you can go back in there and check all your scheduled posts, all the posts that are scheduled to come up that haven't posted yet. You can reschedule them from that,
Yeah.
you can delete them, you can edit them, you can do whatever you want. You have full control over this. It's a very manageable system, and literally, like all these posts that are on my page, I did these all in one sitting, all right? And it's, you know, it's memes, it's videos, it's a little bit of thing. Ultimately, you should be posting 3 to 4 times a day on here. All right. Now, trying to get followers on here, it's a little bit tricky on Facebook. I suggest you invite everybody you know. Just invite everybody. The people who really are interested in your business are going to follow you. They're going to friend you. They're going to follow the page. The people who aren't, they're going to ignore it because we all get 10 invites a day on Facebook. So it's not a big deal. You're not bugging anybody. So don't be afraid to do it. Just click all and invite everybody. Do it once a month. Don't just do it once and forget about it. Do it every month because you get new friends every month. Plus, you never know when one of your friends who isn't liking your page yet might be wanting to do a fundraiser. And all of a sudden, you sent them an invite at the right time. So do it like once a month because Facebook's always evolving. It's always changing. All right?
How do you, if you have a page and you want to delete it, how do you delete it?
Delete a page?
It takes a while.
Deleting a page is actually really hard to do on
to
Facebook.
get rid of it.
Yeah.
It's actually very hard to do for some.
'Cause I don't know how I did it, but I got 3 of them for Funny Funds Western Mass.
So what you do is
Yeah, you
you
gotta
go in
fix that.
there, you delete it. Basically, it hides it for about a month, and you got to go in there and delete it again, and it'll delete forever.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, it's
A couple of other quick tips, and then I want to show you one other really good tip. Facebook and Instagram are the same. They have the same owners. You can connect a business Instagram account with your Facebook page, and you post on one, it shows up on the other. It's a time saving, okay? I don't necessarily do that because I like to do different things on different ones, but some people want to do that. Also, don't bother boosting posts. Facebook is trying to make money because when you post something, not everybody who follows you is going to see it. Only like 10% of those people are going to see it. That's why you want to post 3 or 4 times a day. I'll post the same meme 3 or 4 times, but at different times of days of the week. So I might post meme A at 6 a.m. on Monday, and then it'll post Tuesday at 3. Same meme, but at different times because different people look at Facebook at different times. All right? Don't boost. It's not worth the money. What you're going to pay $7, $8, $9 to get another 10 people to see it, it's not worth it. You'd be better off putting that money into Facebook advertising. Or not spending it at all, okay? The other cool feature, this works better on the phone than on the computer, but I think I can do it on here, is there's a little thing that I discovered recently that you can do. Let me find one that has lots of likes on it first. This one might be good. All right, so this one was posted a couple of days ago. You can see that a bunch of people liked it and hearted it. You know, some of them are, you know, people from Funny for Funds, that's fine. Click on this right here. See how it says like all the names? If you click on that, you go in here, and it'll show you all the people who liked or hearted or whatever, interacted. And it gives you options on the right here to do things. So if they're not a friend of yours, you can add them as a friend. If they're not following the page, an invite button will come up on here, and you'll be able to invite them to the page. So if somebody has liked one of your posts, but they're not following your page, you can go in here and invite them to the page. So they're probably going to take up that invite because they were already liking your content. So that's just another thing that you can do. I was trying to find one that had invite on it, but it's not on it. Post whatever, silly things. I posted me wearing the hat the other day, you know? And it got comments, it got likes. That spreads out your algorithms. You want to have interaction. If somebody comments on something you post, comment back. Say something back to them, respond to them. And it helps with building brand because like I said, what we're trying to do now is build brand in our areas. And there's a lot of ways to do that, and this is one of them, social media.